Hey guys, so today I'm on day 9, and every day it feels like it's getting easier. Honestly, I feel like this is a great practice for anybody that is trying to work on building their confidence and acceptance of themselves for how they are. You don't even have to post them, just a habit of putting yourself in a place of vulnerability and being open and allowing for what is to come out, because I generally have an idea of what I'm going to talk about, but I'm really just winging it. I write like a couple things down, like that's my notepad. um, so I want to talk a little bit about acceptance and accepting yourself and accepting situations that you're in. So, through your journey, if you're going through a spiritual awakening and things are happening to you that you're unfamiliar with, and your awareness is heightened. A lot of times it can be really confusing, and a lot of times things are going to come up. Like, that is part of the journey, is working through shadow work. And by shadow work, that entails digging into scenarios and things that have happened in your life that have maybe caused trauma, or you maybe have developed, because really we develop PTSD from a lot of situations without even really realizing it, and our entire outlook on life changes. If somebody grows up in a house that love isn't really talked about, or like there's no hugging or no affection, generally that person isn't going to be very affectionate or loving, because they're not going to comprehend or understand like what it means, because they did not grow up around that. Or if there's yelling all the time, generally you may end up holding a lot of anger and having a lot of suppressed emotions, because part of you, like, you get attached to these things because you feel like that is how life's supposed to be, because you don't know any other way. So what I mean by acceptance in a form of forgiveness, accepting everything that's happened in your life being how it was supposed to happen, and taking each scenario and each life lesson and finding something that you can benefit from it. I know that I personally, through a lot of the things that I've gone through, I've been able to hold a positive outlook. I know a lot of people have thought I've been crazy before because I justify things happening, I guess, in a way, but I do it from a place of intention of self-work and self-growth. Like, I've been in a lot of situations with people that weren't healthy relationships, and I fully believe that your relationship with others is a reflection of your self-worth. Whatever you are allowing to tolerate from another person close in your life is just a reflection of how you feel about yourself. Because the more that you can love, forgive, accept yourself, and know that you are worthy of the life that you desire, and you are deserving of love. You're not going to tolerate bullshit anymore. You're just not. Like, things are going to fall away or fall to the side, and it doesn't mean that you have to necessarily cut off people in your life. You can definitely love people still, but you don't have to be in a situation that is affecting your growth or your self-worth. So, really learning to accept your past and accept yourself for how you are today. So, through those relationships and experiences that I've had with other people, it has boot camp kicked my butt into becoming the person that I am today. And I am grateful for all of the relationships that I've had with others that have hurt me, because really I didn't allow it to progress into a detrimental situation. So it can go like that. Like, we have two roads that we could take when we're in shitty situations. I try to explain this to my kids a lot too, is you have the choice to be happy or you can be sad, and it really is that simple as far as what perspective are you going to allow yourself to feel and see from a particular situation. Are you going to take the victim road, or are you going to take the road that this brought you in to show you this person is a reflection of how I feel about myself? How can I learn to love myself more? How can I build my self-worth? How can I forgive myself more so that I can forgive others more? How can I release codependency and not have to rely on feeling like you need anybody else? Because we are also, as a society, programmed to think that you have to, if you're not in a relationship, then something's wrong with you, or it just doesn't fit the mold, that whatever mold you're thinking you're supposed to fit in. You don't have to fit into any mold. We are all uniquely individual in our own way, and not anybody is going to understand or have the same experience that you do, because all of your experiences are based on your perception of that experience. You could share similar experiences with somebody and both turn out completely different because of the perception that you chose to have in the situation and the path afterwards that you chose to take. Now, victimhood is addicting, and that path is a spiral down. I promise you that. I have been down that road many, many, many times. And it's not an easy one to get out of. Once you start looping into a negative thinking pattern where you're down on yourself and woe is me and the world is out to get me, it is a rough one to get out of. But you can be aware of that and choose to go a different way. Hold on, Shy. The phone. Anyway, so allowing experiences to be what they are, accepting them for what they are, and choosing a different perspective for them. You can even take time to journal and write down, okay, so this situation happened, but because of it, I gained clarity on who I am supposed to be. I became a stronger person. I became a more present mother. I became a more disciplined father. Anything, like there's so many things, like because of my experience with a lot of addicts in my life, I feel like I can connect and help others on a deeper, more personal, emotional, meaningful way because I've seen how damaging the mind can be. It's not just the drugs that are damaging, it's the state of mind that we allow ourselves to be in. And to continually, that's like the victimhood behind that is a whole nother, like, intense, because we're already claiming that these things are addictions and I'm addicted and I'm like these things that you're saying, you're claiming these things, and that is going to hold energy instead of just accepting what's happened in your life and choosing a different perspective that's going to allow you to grow. That is all. I'd go on a little bit longer, but I've got to mom and take care of things, and it's already been 11 minutes, so love you guys. That's it for now. Accept yourself always for whatever it is, whatever situation you're in, and show love and compassion to yourself. Imagine that you are this loving, caring parent, whether you had one or not. Just imagine what it would be like to be that person and be that person for yourself. Hope you have a good day, and I will see you tomorrow. Satnam.